inside of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Lawrence. That would complete down the field to Gonzalez. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to it before he can get started.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Donald Parham. An 11-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 17 yards. And on Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get in.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
On third down, Jackson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On play action, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set them up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Reggie Gilliam punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Quick completion to Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.